Hello and welcome back to channel. Today we will continue to explore the FMP financial modeling prep data sources. Our last video we explored the fundamentals using it, and now we are going to powerful another scope of document which is called financial statement. Now why is it matter? If you are a trader, investor, or financial analyst, having access to accurate financial statements is critical. And the first report we'll explore in these terms is the income statement, your window for a company's profitability. What is an income statement? The income statement is a document, financial document, which is submitted by the company once a year typically. It shows how much a company earned and what it spent to earn that amount. It includes the revenue, cost of goods sold, operating income, taxes, and net income. Basically the bottom line of profit. What we will be building. We are going to build a quick and short Streamlit application that will connect us to FMP income statement endpoint and fetch the latest financials for a company. And we will take one company's example, and it will be Apple. You will see the total revenue, gross profit, net income, and many more. We will try to format it to look nicer, and we will try to sort it by year. Why this will be useful? Because this will give a real-time programmable interface to scan through the financials for any public company for your research, screening, or building your own dashboard for data. So, without further ado, let's start coding. As you can see, I already prepared the file task 25 FMP free cash flows. So let's go for it. We are importing Streamlit SST. Quick note: if you don't have Streamlit imported, you perhaps need installed. You perhaps need to install it first by pip install Streamlit. You can see here that requirement is already satisfied here. So yeah. Next, we are going to import requests, a library which help us to reach to the endpoints. Last, we will import pandas as PD. So these three will help us to get the dashboard, the user interface for us, requests which will do all the invisible work, and pandas which will help after getting the data, form it and pass it to Streamlit. Let's configure the Streamlit page. Streamlit page configuration. Streamlit set page config page title equals to FMP statement. Streamlit title will be income statement. We will use the markdown for highlighted text. Markdown. Analyze the recent income from stock from FMP for a single stock. Okay, now we will provide an input for the ticker. Input Streamlit ticker is equal Streamlit ticker, or ticker text input, my bad. Enter stock symbol. By default, we will consider it to be Apple, and we want this all to be upper. API key, as you can see, now we're getting to API work configuration. API setup key is equal to I will use the API key for FMP for my free account. This is available and anyone can use it, just not overuse it. I know that I am not going to pay anything, just I will get limited for the potentially next lesson. Base URL, this will be the endpoint we are trying to reach. It will be fstring https financial modeling prep.com/API version 3 income statement, and here goes ticker. What we want next, we want also to limit it to like previous, let's say 10 years. Limit equals 10 and API key equals to our API key. So we configured the endpoint we are going to reach, providing the ticker and API key as variables. Now let's fetch the data. Getting the data. Response will be requests get base URL, and if response status code isn't equal to 200, basically this is the same that we did in previous, but here we consider that it will work for 200 only, and then if not, it will throw an error. Today we will go on a vice versa path. Throw Streamlit error failed to fetch data. Else our income data will be equal to response in JSON format. And now we are checking if there is such information. If is instance income data and list and length of income data is more than 0. First we are checking if response in our income data is a list, and also checking if the length of this list is more than 0, so there is a record on it. df income will be pandas data frame, of income data, and here we will apply previously used ilog function, which basically in this configuration does the reverse for chronological order. So we will see our most recent data the last. df income set index by date, and do that in place. Equals true. Now the numeric columns, let's write it down, and later on I'll tell you why we went through this approach. Diff income, select data types, include two numbers, two columns, and streamlit data frame df income style format here we're putting 0 comma slash dot 0 f for column in numeric columns. I seem to have misused one of the types of the opening and closing parentheses. Use container width equals true. Okay, let's see where we went wrong. Here, then we forgot here to do one more thing. Yes. And here we should put this into parentheses. Okay. Now much better. Okay, now what we did here. Select the types, include number, two columns. Here we make sure to pick only numeric columns. You will see later why, when the result will appear. And then we applying this format here only to those columns, avoiding to like any attempts which can try to apply this into the columns containing strings like USD or anything else. So these two columns, these two lines of code are making sure that we are applying it only to numeric columns. And now with this covered, let's also cover else, because we will leave unused path which will be undefined. Streamlit, warning, no income statement. So again, what we did, we imported required libraries, we configured the Streamlit application, we entered new variables named ticker and API key, we used them later as a base URL, and then we started to get the data. So we make a request, and the response of it we are saving as new in a new variable. We're checking the status code of it to be correct, 200. So if it's not 200, failed to typo, fetch the data. If it is 200, then we are assigning income data, the variable, the JSON formatted part of the response. We are formatting actual response to JSON format. And if this new created variable is a list and the length of it is not less than 0, then we are trying to set it in a reverse chronological order. The order will be based on the data column. Then among the other data, we are trying only the ones that are numbers and applying the formatting to only numerical fields by avoiding any of the column containing the USD or any other strings in it. And at the end, we are closing our if circle here by making sure that we didn't left any loose ends. Okay, with that being said, let's do the run, Streamlit, run, task 25, and then let's tab button do its magic, and there we are. Let's see if we can have some data here. Just loading, it's configuring. Well, it's really slow today. You can see the header here. Apple. Oh, we got some errors in here. Line 23. Let's have page refreshed. And voila. We can see here financial statements for the last 5 years. Apparently our limitation for 10 years, which we placed here, didn't work because FMP has the data for free users only for 5 years. So for 5 years, what we can see, the symbol, currency, this is the unique number assigned to Apple stock, the filling date of financial statement, accepted date. Interestingly enough, these dates are earlier than the filling date. This is for calendar year 2020, period financial year, and we can see here revenue $274 billion, cost of revenue $169 billion, and the gross profit $105 billion. Research and development expenses. We can see that Apple is continuously investing in research and development. The number assigned here is constantly growing. And the gross profit, well, we can say that it's also growing, because 2020 it was the year impacted by COVID. We can kind of turn it off, but for this 4 years we can see that it's a strong increase. And other selling, general and administrative expenses, operating expenses, cost and expenses, EBITDA, operating income, and well, a lot of data, including the links to the document. So the clean net income is, not counting this one, it's around $100 billion, as we can see. So as a result, what we achieved here, we built a script that helps users get the financial statement data for a stock. So if you want to multiple, you can obviously loop it into the list of the stocks, so it will apply to multiple stocks, and whenever user selects anything from here, this obviously will become a drop down and the page will be refreshed with the new data. Thanks. Hopefully this was helpful for you. You can use it in your next endeavors. This code will be pushed to the repository, and the repository will be shared in the description of this video. And next we are going to dig into the balance sheet, which is what company owns, what it owes, and how much equity it holds. Also another great tool for making financial analysis. If this was helpful for you, hit like, subscribe, and let me know if anything else in a financial documents you would like to get, and together maybe we will do it as a header of one of our next lessons. Thank you for your time. Stay in touch. Talk to you later. Bye bye.